Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something a tad bit different. We're going to be doing a bit of mathematics. Now this isn't going to be your classic algebra, pre-calc, calc, or any of that. We're just going to be going over something simple, postulates. So let's go over the most simple postulates probably out there. Alright, so we're gonna put their line by line definition. Keep in mind that this isn't like the exact definition word for word. This is just kind of like the main concept that you need to know. Let's take the ruler postulate. Right, so the ruler postulate is pretty simple. The ruler postulate is, so let's say you have a number line, right? And it ranges from -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me draw that really quickly with a line. Right, let's say this is this. And then let's say like they're like these little like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so let's just so let's say like these are numbered. Yeah, let's go -5, 5 if I can draw. And then you get the thing right, and then you go -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0, and a 1, 2, 3. They want to always have those arrows at the end because the line never stops. It's an infinite, undefined term. Alright, so the thing with this is that, so let's say you're trying to find the distance between this point, -5. Let me draw that in a different color so it's easily distinguishable. From -5 to, I don't know, let's say +2. Alright, so the formula for this is quite simple. Alright, so let's just label t as the total distance. So t would be equal to, you would have the absolute value, so that's a symbol for absolute value, of a minus b, or it could be b minus a, but absolute value. So let's plug in these values. Anything could be a, any value, 5 or 2 could be a, or 5 or 2 could be b. So let's plug in these values. So t, the total, is equal to -5 minus 2. So then, once you add this, you'd get t is equal to -7. Absolute value, you get rid of the 7 or the negative. So the total distance would be 7 different number spaces. Alright, so now let's get rid of all. Well, that was a miserable fail. In it. I cannot. Let's just control Z it. Yeah. Alright, well, technical difficulties are cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'll just open a new window. It's probably easier. Alright, new paint window. Alright, postulate 2 is it's the protractor postulate. Pretty much in a protractor, you can go from 0 to 180 degrees. That's the full range of motion, depending on the degree that you are on. Alright, so now let's go into the more like complicated or like ruler postulate. So you have the segment aid addition postulate. Alright, so this is a pretty simple one. It's that if line AB, right, so let's say there's a line, or AC, has a point in between the line, somewhere in between point A and C on the line, there's another point titled B, then AB plus BC is equal to the total distance of A to C. Let's draw this out really quickly. Alright. Boom, line. This is A. A right there. C. if B is anywhere here, B could be here, for example, right? So then the distance between A to B, you add that with the distance from B to C, that's the entire distance from A to C. Pretty simple stuff. All right, so now the angle addition postulate is the same thing, except so let's say like you have the angle. It has this line in the middle has to be on the same plane as the other two lines. So then it's easy. This angle. All right, let's just label this angle 1, and then let's take another color, and then this angle 2. You can add these to get the total. You can add angle 1 plus angle 2 to get this entire angle. It's pretty cool. It's really cool in my opinion, right? And it's a pretty simple thing as well. Let's hope we can control Z this. All right. So next, these postulates don't have a name. They're pretty simple. I'm just gonna type them out. Postulate 5 is that in a line there are at least 2 points. Now this is pretty like standard stuff, right? Like I'll just quickly draw this. Boom, boom, boom. There's 1 point here and 1 point here, right? There's gonna be a line for every 2 points. That's a guaranteed map, right? All right. So next postulate would be, and keep in mind these aren't all the postulates. There are many more postulates, but this is just like kind of the basic fundamentals of postulates. And then part of the same postulate, as a matter of fact, is that in a right, that was a fail. In one plane, there is going to be at least 3 non-collinear points. So this pretty much means that, for example, in a plane, let's say that you have this plane. To assume that this is a plane A, right? You're gonna have 3 points, but collinear means that they're not in the same line. Non-collinear means that they're not in the same line. So you're gonna have 1 point here, 1 point here, and 1 point right there, right? Not in the same line, right? Pretty simple stuff. Oh, well, frick. All right, I'm gonna just in one plane there are at least 3 non-collinear points. The next part of this would be in one space there are at least 4 non-collinear points. Now keep in mind that 3 of these points could be collinear, but then the 4th one has to be on a different angle. Think of this as like a, I don't know, like a triangular prism, right? You have the dots that make up like the base of the triangle, right? So like you have these 3 dots, right? The one here, one there, and one there, and then since 3-dimensional, you're gonna have one up here, and they like connect, right? So yeah, pretty simple, pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Now the next postulate is kind of based off this. It's pretty much for every 2 points there is going to be a line, guaranteed. Every 2 points will have a line, right? Because there's no like real angle issue there. But if there are 3 points, there's gonna at least be one line, but there may be more. Right? Simple stuff. And the next one is that for every 3 points, there is going to be at least one plane. So let me draw this out. 1, 2, 3. There are infinite planes going, right? There could be one there, one there. There could be vertical planes, horizontal planes, right? However, if they're non-collinear, then there's going to be exactly one plane that goes through all 3 points. All right. Next would be that pretty much if you have 2, so let's say like there's a plane, and if you have like 2 points, point A and point B, on the same plane, the line that actually connects said points, 2 points, will be on the same plane as the points, right? It'll be on the same plane, right? Simple, pretty logical, straightforward. The next one is that whenever, so like let's say like we have 2 planes, and so let's say like they intersect. You see this intersection right here? Their intersection is going to be a line. As you can see, this is their point of intersection, this entire line right here. So these are like the simple postulates. And yeah, if you guys do want more math videos, make sure drop a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna post a link to a Discord server that I create just for studying. And if you guys do need any help in that, just join Discord and I can help you out. Anyways, it's been me, and I'm gonna head out. Peace.